our student union representative, and this year we are about to elect our 37th student union representative. And here with me I have Mr. Badri,
popularly known as Joadis, Faculty of Management Sciences President.
Thank you. The pressure, what do you think about the pressure this is a mountain on our aspirants, like from the lift of ban to the less than 24 hours registration and deadline of the...
Well, like I said earlier, that the union activity is very complex. And it takes a lot of preparation before you get ready for the task. From the formation of the ISEC, that's the Independent Student Electoral Committee, those are the ones in charge of the electoral process, and you can't just pick any other person to be in that kind of a committee. So for them to have come out with their timetable of election, they are working towards meeting up with the demand of the academic calendar. Because in our calendar, we are starting an exam next week Monday. And the school management does not want us to be talking about election and politics while exam is going on. So we have to conduct all the election before we start our exam. As I'm talking to you, the faculty election is going to be online as well. And it has to be done before Monday. Which means that when we are done with the SU election on Friday, the department must conduct their own election on Saturday and faculty, so as to focus on the exam proper. So the pressure on the aspirant is just that they don't have enough time to campaign. Because imagine they leave the ban on Sunday, the sales of forms start on Sunday, then they are going to place the ban again today. So they don't really have that time. During that period, there's screening, there's morale, there's a lot of things going on. The pressure is on them, but however, this is the task they want to embark on. The journey they want to go on.
Whether they like it or not.
Yeah, so now, the pressure they are facing now is nothing compared to what they are going to face when they emerge. So they have to adapt to working under pressure. Or else, we don't have leader yet.
Thank you very much for the clarity, sir. Because from the manifesto night, because I was present for the manifesto, I was not present for the press night. But I hear some things that really happened. From the manifesto, I really like the composure of literally almost all the candidates. From Frisbee, even though at the end of it, eventually, he lost his composure. I don't know, probably he was scared of his opponents or his people were not cheering him. So this matter arises from the press night. I allegedly, should I say, I learned that an aspirant for the VP post who was questioned on her morality in dressing. Yeah. So they asked her, like, do you dress morally? Do you support immoral dresses? She was like, no. Do you dress morally? She said no. Then they brought out a picture of a video. What would you say?
I'm not actually ascertain whether they are going to use it against them. But we must be so, let's say, we must be aware that the University of Ilorin is so big on learning and character. You are not just going to be awarded a degree. They must find you worthy of learning and character. So if you are coming to serve, whether departmental level or faculty or other student level, you must come with clean hands. At least, we are not saying that we are all perfect, but to some extent, you must be seen morally upright. So you can't afford to go to a party as an aspirant and they see the bottle of liquor. So you are not projecting that character of a leader. So you must come ready and prepared. Okay, if I emerge, I won't be the president of VP that will turn out to be in the clubhouse or to be going where he or she is not supposed to be seen. So you must prove yourself to be worthy in learning and character before we can say we want to vote for you or otherwise.
Thank you very much for that. So about the press night, it's all about debating. So how would you rate are the points you picked from each aspirant's words?
Okay, one thing I will say is that, like I said earlier, I have interest in this politics, in this election. My voice is actually contested. But I see that majority of the aspirants that have not been in the politics scene before on campus. I mean, the newcomers, they want to be in power. Those ones, they don't really have the picture or the reality of things as far as the union is concerned. Many of them are saying things like, like one of them, Abdel said that he will collaborate with private organizations to bring in shuttles to ease the transportation issues. So, and the panelists asked him that, you said this in your manifesto, and he responded that I was just making reference. So that means that they're just proposing. They don't know the covers. They don't know the treasury of the union. Whether the union can afford it. They don't even know the process in getting approval to things before you carry out those things on campus. But when you look at the way Victor talk, he's talking from someone that is practical. They asked him that he said he wanted to build a gas station. He said, well, I promised that, but I didn't say I was going to do it. I said we are going to facilitate it. And he made mention that instead of them investing, the union has actually diverted the fund to the real estate. That currently the union is building school hostel to augment the public hostel on campus. That they have been given approval to start the construction of the hostel. So that one will actually ease the congestion in our what? In our hostel. So all these things is telling us from that I've done it before. And I know the situation of things. So other ones are just saying that we'll do this, we'll do that. They don't know the fact that you want to do it, you want to do it. By the time you get to power, you might not be able to do it. And like they say, the internet does not forget. So we were there at the press night, we recorded everything, we were posting it. So by the time you get into power and without started showing you that you promised us this and you didn't deliver, how would you feel? So going forward, any politician, anybody that wants to contest, promise us something realistic. Because if you are telling us that you want to solve the transition issue, you know there is an ever constant problem on campus. So that's my own take on that press night. Many of them were talking from the point of, I've not been there before. But people, those ones that are part of the administration, they know. And when they were talking with realistic mindset.
So, sir, you give the future aspirants a little bit of word of advice?
What I will say is this: don't mix politics with emotion. Many of us are too high on emotion, high on logical reason. Before we put out the candidates, you must do a proper analysis, pros and cons of presenting that candidate. You don't go to an election and say, I just want to contest. Your mindset is to win. How do you win? When? And the old issues that surround election, you must be able to analyze them. Because we have pre-election issues, we have election issues, and we are still going to have post-election issues. So now, ability of you to manage those pre and during election will translate to what will happen after election. So, by the time you now unite, it now boils down to you to tailor your policy, your actions towards people, so that you can win them over you. So please, future aspirant, I'm telling you, the name that you see today, that you are calling Grammy, they are calling Ria Prince, they are calling all sorts of names, they don't just wake up and get that name. They've been part and parcel of political process on campus, whether from being a class rep to volunteering for many programs. By the time they are not coming out, they know that actually they've earned that mandate. So you having the mindset to go, but you must know that you are going to face a lot of pressure. You must know that your academic performance will be somehow dealt with. Because you don't have luxury of time to focus on academic only. You are not combining many things. So please and please, if your GP is not that strong, do not come out. And if you are like, I want to be a first class student, you better think twice. Because it's going to take away your time. Time you're supposed to use to pursue your first class. They might call you for a meeting. Let me share you one thing. There was one time I was supposed to travel to Ibadan for it. So immediately I got to Kyoto, about to board the keke to Verianemi. I was called that, Mr. President, VC wants to see us on campus. I had to drop my bag and came back to the campus. And we had that meeting till like about 4 before I left for my travel. So here, there are a lot of things that politics on campus will have to take away from you. You don't have lots of time to rest and no. You can't afford to switch off your phone. So you have to come ready and prepare for it. And I believe that I wish you all the best. We've done our best. I wish you guys the best going forward.
Thank you very much for your time, sir, because I know you have a meeting to attend to now. Really appreciate your audience on our podcast. Tomorrow, July the 5th, is the election. So do you happen to know the time?
It will start 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Yes.
So be on your portal. The election is online. 9 a.m. July 5th. Start casting your votes. Vote for who you know is competent. Thank you very much, Mr. Ruwagis.
You're welcome. Nice having you.